Mary Me, this is Jen with Jen the Demonic. How's it going? So, happy belated Thanksgiving to all of you out there, those in America, of course, because that's where we celebrate Thanksgiving to begin with. And also in other parts of the world are about to celebrate other festivities, other holidays are coming up. I am here because some of you wanted to talk about it. Think of me, and I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet. I've had a few requests over the last week and a half, and I was really busy casting, busy doing other things, busy celebrating Thanksgiving as well. So I really did not have the time to go over the emails that you guys sent me. So by the way, if you did not get a response from us, since we got so overwhelmed, feel free to send your query again. I mean, it just takes us a while sometimes. We try to respond right away, but that isn't always possible. Anyways, I did see a few requests about a Think of Me nonstop spell. And so I went through some of my notes. There is a Lady in Love Think of Me nonstop. That's very easy to do. And so what you can do is you can do what I'm going to do here, or I'm going to show you how I would do it. Or you can just disregard all of this prep and just say the formula that I will give you, and then I will also post it down here. If you decide to just say the formula, oh man, you're just gonna have to say the formula like at least 50 times in a repetitive manner. And I'm gonna tell you all about why you should probably do the prep as well, okay? Because the prep sort of enhances your psychic abilities, your abilities to put the energy out in the universe, and for that person to receive the strength of your energetic field. If you are not an experienced caster, that is, which I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you probably are not. So remember, this is all about increasing your power. And some people, if you are very in tune to who you are and how you can push out your power to reach through others, you can just say the formula that I'm going to give you. Some others will just have to do a little more work to get into the state and to just add a little hoodoo piece to the actual formula. Reminding you two things. Number one, our Black Friday weekend will be lasting until this Monday. So for those of you who has sent email, wanted to buy, again, I told Hannah on Monday at 5, don't forget, because you're going to take it out because we have other things to put on after. So if you intend to purchase the Black Friday items, the items are now on sale. You can do so until Monday, 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. So it's California time, because that's where Hannah is located. So then after that, I'm going to tell Hannah to just take it out. And if you want to, I know some of you says, but I already have some spell casting going on. You can still purchase these ones, take advantage of the sale, and then tell Hannah, look, can you please schedule this for to start in 2 weeks from now, or until the current spells are done. It's your choice, or you can just purchase them and have them cast in these days. When we don't get any directions from you, they are up within 72 hours, provided that you send an email to Erin. That's another thing. Folks, please, we get a lot of requests. I would say thousands of requests sometimes, especially when we put things out on sale. And once in a while, there are those 2 or 3 or 4 people that just order, and that's it. Don't send pictures, and so, and we don't know anything. And so Erin's not gonna have the time to go to our system pull the orders out and trace you. So please remember to send an email to Erin soon after you order, especially because in the holidays, we are all going to be very, very busy, but we do want to cash for you and we do want to have the best outcome for you. So as Hannah tells you in their emails, help us help you. Now, another thing that I'm going to tell you is that we're going to have a new product soon for all of those resistant targets. Is a negative product that might work very well for breakups. It might work very well to put an enemy into their place and to kind of give an enemy a difficult time with their lives. And if you are dealing with someone who just is resistant to many of the things that you have done, perhaps even with other casters, then check with us in a few days. We should have the new product finalized. Let's move on to this. What do I recommend for the lady in love? Think of me non-stop spell. I always recommend that you have a reference candle. And I do say very, very often in my videos that I buy these chime candles. They're very, very easy to use, very handy, and they do work, folks. So one of these, they come in a pack of 12 sometimes. I don't think you can spend more than, I don't think these cost more than $10. Then what I like, if you are doing a Thinkofme spell, okay, non-stop, if you want somebody to think of you non-stop, it would still be somewhat an intranquil, right? So I kind of do have an intranquil oil or whatever is left of it from some of the casting. You guys ordered a lot of protection spells that turned out to be tranquils. By the way, I can still do that for you, so let me know if you need one. And you can also use Adam and Eve if you want like a sensual union there. And one thing that I like to do when I want to enter a person's mind, I do tend to grab a piece of aluminum foil, okay? And this even if you decide, say, to just do the piece of paper, not the aluminum foil. I'm gonna give you different options here. Piece of paper, not the aluminum foil or the candle, but just a piece of paper and the formula, right? So there are several options depending on how much power you have. But here's what I do for the standard option is to have a piece of aluminum foil or a piece of white paper, okay? Completely white, no ruled paper, okay? In case you choose white paper. But let's say I want to get into John Doe's mind, so I'm just gonna write John Doe in the middle, right? And then drive 3 circles. They really do not have to be, as long as you close the circle. I hope you can see. Okay. So now, once you have done that, if you're doing this on a piece of paper, you're going to look at the piece of paper. You're going to start saying the incantation that I'm going to give you. And then you're going to roll the piece of paper 3 times towards you. Put the piece of paper in a nightstand. At the bottom of an underwear drawer is a good place. Inside a book where nobody finds it. And you're going to keep it there until that person tells you, oh my God, I've been thinking about you nonstop. And it's happened before, believe it or not. So then, if you're doing it the whole 9 yards, you're going to take a piece of aluminum foil. You're going to take a red candle. You are going to inscribe the name of the person, John Doe, with a needle. Remember, again, I don't know how many times I've said on my videos that you need to use a needle, and if it's love work, you need to start writing from the bottom up. I don't know how many times. Can you believe that I still receive emails saying, "Can I use a pen?" No, the answer is no. No, please don't use a pen. You need to use a needle, a nail, or something that is sharp because you are engraving the person's name. Then, if you are engraving the person's name, when you use the oil, you have to make sure that the oil actually penetrates. That's another thing that people like. Don't drop it from the top down. The oil has to penetrate the person's name, okay? So either you rub it on your hands and then you do this, or, in the case of in tranquils, I actually tend to to actually drop the oil onto the person's name, okay? And this will allow for that strength, that energy that what your person is bound to feel because you are essentially tying this person to you. Do you need to do all of this? No, you can simply say the formula many, many, many times. If you know you have good power of visualization, you can imagine this person as you say the formula, and I'm going to tell you how. But if imagining is a problem for you and you want to add a hoodoo piece, I am all for that because I actually prefer to add a hoodoo piece to whatever energetic work that I do. So if we're still on this and you have put your name with three circles out the name of the person, I'm sorry, and with three circles in it, then you're just gonna place the candle right in the center where the name of the person is, okay? So then when you are ready to light this candle, I always like to place my hands in Reiki motion here and then get ready to start breathing in and out slowly. Watch the flame. This is why the candle is important because it kind of gives you the ability to get into a state of mind that you wouldn't otherwise have. So you watch the flame of this candle. I don't think it's necessary to light it up. I think you can understand and follow me. When you watch the flame of this candle, you have to imagine this person, listen very carefully, your person coming from very far away, you barely see him or her, and then as they approach, you see them getting bigger and bigger and bigger towards you. And you just have to visualize, and whatever it takes you to get into that state of mind, the nutshell of it all is that you imagine your person from a very, very far away standpoint, and this person gets closer slowly, closer and closer to you until you see them right next to you, in front of you, holding you, and you see yourself through their eyes. That's very important. If you just want to do visualization, see your person from very far away, approaching you slowly, and once they get close to you, you switch. You are no longer you are them watching you. Okay? You are them thinking of you. You are them looking at you. And as you stare at the flame, or as you imagine your person, or both, you're gonna say this repetitively: lady in love, hand in hand, hand in hand. Your thoughts are my command, your thoughts are my command. In all you do and all you see, only and always think of me. In all you do and all you see, only and always think of me. You're gonna say this like 50 times. It is a matter of getting your subconscious mind in alignment with your spell. It can be a very powerful spell because what you are essentially doing is as you approach my body, as you approach my person, in my imagination, I become you. I penetrate your mind. And now I look at myself through your eyes. And through your eyes, I give you my command. This could be an extremely powerful and effective exercise that I invite every client of mine, and even those who are just stopping by, to try on their own, because essentially, whether you order spells with us, or you're doing anything on your own, or you're doing anything with somebody else, the bottom line is that you have to be able to switch your mode from you and what you want to them wanting you. Because otherwise, you guys, what are you doing? If you can't see yourself through their eyes, then we're going to have a problem. I should probably do a love letter method for you next time. It's going to be a video on how to do the switching mode from yourself to the person, to your specific person, so that they can start viewing you the way that you want to be viewed and loved by them. In the meantime, what we're doing today is to teach you how to exercise your power so that they view you and think about you nonstop. So this is a very powerful exercise that I hope helps you, because whether you are hiring a spellcaster or you're doing this yourself, or you're just doing a manifestation technique, you're still gonna have to be able to do the switch and to kind of push yourself out. Remember, Neville Goddard said the world is you pushed out. This is a good way, it's a good exercise to try to push yourself out and to kind of integrate that law of attraction exercise with the hoodoo world. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to put the formula below, but again, you're going to have to say it many, many, many times, because you guys are not, I'm assuming that most of you don't do this every day. And even those who do every day, they still need to say it quite a few times. So stay tuned. Again, there's going to be some new products at Jenny Demonic. And again, take advantage of the Black Friday weekend, because it's only going to last until Monday evening, and then Hannah will take it out. And again, we can schedule that later. Having said that, this is short and sweet. It's not a 45 minutes long video. And I decided this video helps you because it allows you to do the switch so that that person becomes obsessed with you and starts thinking about you nonstop. What to do with this in case you decide to do the hoodoo part? You just wrap everything towards you, right? And then you put it in the closet for 1 week, as usual. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know that that's the standard operating procedures for disposing of a love spell. I also need to ask one question that I think is beneficial for all of you. Someone has asked me if when collecting graveyard dirt, if the graveyard dirt from the entrance of the cemetery is fine as well. The answer to that, I just saw that, by the way. I just saw that email, and again, I haven't had the time to answer to those emails. The answer is no. The graveyard dirt needs to be collected from the grave of a philanderer, possibly. So you will have to know what the person was like in life, and you will have to actually collect. And you can understand that only certain people can do that. So if you cannot do that, I would say there are optimal places where you can buy the graveyard dirt from professional people who know where to collect the graveyard dirt. The entrance of the cemetery has a lot of energy and a lot of people that go through it that will have absolutely nothing to do with stopping your work or stopping whatever it is that you're trying to stop, which is the purpose of the graveyard dirt. So that would not be effective. And I hope this helps you. And I will see you next time. This is Jen with Jenny Demonic. Bye.